Live from Utah's #1 news channel, this is KUTV 2 News at 10.
First, at 10 o'clock, a piece of evidence could hold the answer to a 40-year-old unsolved murder.
Yeah, police now making a cry for help to find some lost evidence that could be the key to solving a case.
Jeremy Harris live with this 2 News exclusive investigation. And Jeremy, how is the evidence lost in the first place?
Well, storing evidence, Sean, is a very secure process, and for Salt Lake City Police, they even now have an entire building for it. But 40 years ago, things were very different, and now cold case detectives are taking a look at some unsolved murders, and they are asking for someone to help them try and track down some lost evidence. Inside this secured room at Salt Lake City Police Headquarters are some of the worst stories this city has ever known. Each binder contains the horrific details of life after life lost to murder. One of those murders happened here at an apartment building near Temple Square in 1978. Anthony Adams was found stabbed to death inside of his apartment.
The man is obviously dead. He has been for quite some time.
This 2 News file video from the day of the murder shows police outside Adams' apartment.
It appears to me his throat was cut.
Adams was a well-known activist in Salt Lake City. He was black and gay and an organizer in the local Socialist Party.
It devastated the community at that time because it was so well known.
Ben Williams is a gay historian. He says Adams' murder and other suspected murders of gay men around the same time spread fear around Salt Lake.
Community activism came to a halt at that point.
40 years later, the city has changed a lot, and detectives would like another shot at solving Adams' death.
And that knife, it would have had DNA on it belonging to the suspect.
But when detectives went looking for the knife where they thought it was at the University of Utah, they discovered it was gone, as was evidence in about 20 other homicides from before 1983.
And that's what we're looking for, is who might know.
Now, detectives are hoping someone knows where the evidence went, including the knife from the Adams murder. It may have been moved years ago and wasn't recorded. Police say if they can find where it went, they could maybe get a DNA sample and close a chapter in the tragic end of some of these unsolved cases.
We don't know, but we've got to try, and we've got to bring that closure to the family and for the victim.
The detectives know this is a long shot, but they are asking anybody who may have worked at the University of Utah Center for Human Toxicology in the late 70s or 80s, or may have known Dr. Kevin McCloskey, to give Salt Lake City Police Dispatch a call. Their number 801-799-3000, and ask to speak with homicide detectives. Reporting live tonight in Salt Lake City, Jeremy Harris, 2 News.